guys, Miss Charlie here. Another makeup collection video. Today we're doing bronzers and contours. Really easy. I do have some bronzer and contours and face palettes, but face palettes will be done separately. And I also have single bronzer and contours that I'm going to go through in this palette as well. So, since we have a lot to go through, let's get started. So we'll start with what's in this palette. This again is an old Morphe palette that they don't make anymore. I kind of miss it because these are really good palettes. And as you can see, it's labeled contour bronzer. And these are just depotted or single bronzer contours. I have this one here. This is from Daily Plus. This was a gift from my friend Nydia on Instagram. This is a Spanish brand. It is, the color is rose. It's a blush multicolor, but I use it as a bronzer because it is very, 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 very finely milled. And it works better for me as a bronzer than a blush. So you can't hardly even see that. So I use it as a bronzer. This here is this is Complicated in Cool Medium. This is from Makeup Geek. I had two of these. I finally got through one, so this was my backup. I really like that as a bronzer. This is from Complex Culture. This was from one of their face palettes, which I decluttered because I did not use all of the colors and the highlights in it, but I kept this. This is the color Just Right that I used as a bronzer. I just kept a little bit of it. This here is from Ace Beauté. This was also in a face palette that I decluttered, but I kept this as a contour. And I think this is the bronzer that was with it. Yes, this is from the Ace Beauté palette that I depotted. This, I believe, is the Beauty Benefits. Yep, this is Beauty Benefits. This was something I got from Dollar Tree years ago, and I love this as a bronzer. It's very finely milled. It's technically a pressed face powder, but I use it as a bronzer because it's really, really finely milled. And they don't have Beauty Benefits anymore at Dollar Tree, so I depotted what I had because it was a circle and then it was all on the edges, so I just took that out and put it in these two, trying to get through them. I've had them for years, but I really enjoy them. This right here says the color is in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, but I don't know where I got this from. I'm not sure where this came from. This is supposed to be a bronzer. This is more of a blush. I might have to move this over to my blushes. I don't know. Maybe I didn't have enough room in my blushes to put it in there because this is more of a blush. So we're going to move that over. This is from Pure. This came in a face palette that had two of these and then two highlights. I decluttered the highlights and I did go through the second pan of this because one was supposed to be a contour, one was supposed to be a bronzer, but they were both too dark for me to be bronzer, so I used them both as contour, and I finally got through one of them, so I still have one left. Pure has some very, very nice face palettes, powders, and that's a perfect contour for me. It's cool and a little warm, so neutral. It's perfect for my skin tone. This is Ofra Nile. This came in a face palette as well. So did these. This is the bronzer in Dale, which I use as a contour because it's too dark for me as a bronzer. And then this one I use as a contour, as a bronzer. This one is in Cafecito, and these came in that Buena Vidas Miami palette. I believe that's what it was in. These two are from the Tammy Revolution collection. This was in, these two were in a palette with the blush and a highlight. I decluttered the highlight. I still have the blush. And this one, I use both of these as contour. This one is in Bronze Goddess, and this one is in Contoured Cutie, because these are too dark for me as, look at that, that's too dark for me as a bronzer. So I have one that's a little bit more warm toned, and then I have this one which is a little bit more cool toned. I love these. The powders, they're so nice and so finely milled, but that's what I have in this palette as bronzer and contour. I have this Iconic London. This is their Ultimate Bronzing Powder in Medium Bronze. This is very light, but it's fine. I just use bronzer to blend out my contour. I don't need really any hardly color to it, just as a blending, for blending purposes. And I've had this for a long time. This will last you forever. Finally, I've gotten worn down the name. You can kind of still see where it says Iconic, but this is very, very fine. Very fine. You can't see it. It's very finely milled, but I like it. I would like to get this in a deeper shade for a contour, but this is going to last me forever. We will go through what's in this basket. Let's see. Might as well start with these. These are the Alamar Complexion Trio, Hydrating Complexion Trio in Dark Rich and in Medium Tan. This one I do mix these two. I do not use the banana color in here because banana colors don't work for my skin tone. And I have hit pan on this one. We've hit it a couple times up here and here. Alamar, I think they're still around. I don't really hear much from them. And then this one is the deeper one. This one is more peachy. I can use this one, but I can't use the other one because it's too yellow. But these are really nice. Have this ColourPop Super Shock Bronzer Matte in Paradise City. This is supposed to be a bronzer, but I use it as a contour because it is deep. Too deep for me to be a bronzer. It's more of a contour. These bronzer drops with cocoa extract, shea butter, and vitamin E from Be Pure. This is from Dollar Tree. This I would mix in with my foundation. This I would use in the spring and summer just to give some glow. So pretty. So pretty. And I believe these are supposed to be a dupe for the Drunk Elephant. Again, it's really pretty. You don't need much, just to mix that in to give you a little bit of glow to your foundation. And it was $1.25. Let's see. The Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Sunset Striptease. This is a nice bronzer. I think they still make these, I'm not sure. It has like a fern leaf on it. But yeah, we've hit lots of pan. So we're gonna try to extend that pan this year. The REM Beauty. This is their Satin Matte Bronzer in Coconut. I like the packaging. It's very sci-fi. And this is the color. You can see that is not a bronzer for me. That is a contour. Yep, that is a contour for me. Too dark to be a bronzer. This Pernova Bronzer Contour Stick in Tan. This is what it looks like, and I just use it as a contour instead of a bronzer. It blends out really nice. I really enjoyed this the first time I used it. It blends out, and then the other side is just basically the same color in a different form of stick. So, but I'm working on this end right now. These three are from Black Radiance. These are pressed powders. You can get these at Walmart. This color is in Warm Hazelnut, and I have a backup of the Warm Hazelnut, never been opened, that my bestie got me. And then this one is in Bronze Glow. I use both of these. These two were given to me by my bestie because they were too dark for her. I used them as bronzer and contour, as you can see. Here, I marked them. That's what I use them as. I don't use them as a pressed powder. Now we'll go over what's in this basket. We have the La Mercier Sunlight Bronzer. These come in a few different colors. This is from Dollar Tree. This has a sheen to it, so this would be nice in the spring and summer. Can't see it on me because I use it as a bronzer. It just blends right in, but it adds a little bit of a sheen. The W7, the bronzer matte. This is from CVS. This is a nice, it's domed. It's a nice finely milled powder that I use as a bronzer. I mean, I use this as a contour because it's too dark. The Avisiart Bronze Nook. This is perfect for traveling. I've traveled with this so many times. It's so small and it's magnetic. And when you run out, you can pop this out and just buy a replacement and put it in there. I like that. Very nice, very petite for traveling. These LYS bronzers in Worthy and in Strength. These I use as contours because they are way too dark to be bronzers on me. So this one is Strength, and this one is Worthy. So yeah, they are way too dark for me to be bronzers, but I use them as contours and they're absolutely beautiful. I love LYS products. I need to try their foundation. The Ace Beauté Ultimate Sculpt Face Palette. This, I think it only comes in one color. And this is what she looks like. I don't use this color, but I mix these and use them as a contour, and they are wonderful. I love this palette. I love because they're creams and they are beautiful. This is the e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette. I had wanted this for a long time, and I don't know why it took me so long to get it, but I got it with my CVS points. I don't think it comes in different. Oh, yes, it does. This one is light medium. And it reminds me of the Ace Beauté, but this one I could probably use like a base, you know, an eyeshadow base. I could probably use these two as an eyeshadow base, and then I use these two as contour. The Context Matte Bronzer. This I use as a contour as well, even though I could use it as a bronzer. I could use it as a bronzer, but I think I use it as a contour. The LA Color Sculpting Duo in So Defined. Love this. This is a cream. This is a powder. This I use for bronzer. This I use for contour. This is so, so nice. You only need a tiny bit and it blends out really nice. Really nice. I will consider getting a backup of this. And they do come in different shades for different skin tones. This is the Be Pure. This is like a little bronzer. It looked like a donut, but you know, all that's, the overspray is wiped off, but it's a nice It's a nice finely milled powder for bronzer. The Be Pure Glow Up Contour with Hyaluronic Acid. This is a cream. This is nice. I've raved about this. It comes in different colors. This one, I don't know what the color is because it's not on the packaging. I mean, it's not on the component. It's on the packaging that you throw away. But it's nice. It blends out really nice, and you can build it up. So if you don't want to, if you want a light contour, you can do it. If you want a more bolder contour, you can build it up. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Powder. I use this as a bronzer. That. You can see we've hit pan on her. We are trying to get her done, and she does have a little brush underneath, and this brush is so soft. So soft. But I just use a bigger brush with this. And then lastly, we have this Melt Malibu Ultra Matte Powder Bronzer. This was a gift from Andy here on YouTube and on Instagram. Andy Does Stuff. She gifted me this, and I really enjoy it. It works perfectly with my skin tone as a contour. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it, and you can build it up. It's a nice contour. I like it. It did get some hard pan, but that's okay. We can work around that. But I really like this, and I appreciate her sending it to me. All right, so those were the bronzers in my collection, bronzers and contours, and again, those that are in face palettes will come later. Let me know if you've used any of these products or any suggestions. I appreciate you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you so much. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube and on Instagram, and we'll see you in the next makeup collection video.